Reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network. Hello everyone, welcome to the MMO Reporter Neverwinter Closed Beta Cleric Overview. So we're going to take a look at the Cleric, the Devoted Cleric from the Neverwinter Closed Beta, and let you know a little bit about the class and what we liked and didn't like about it. So getting right into things here, you'll notice we are using our Lance of Faith, our basic attack, which is bound to the left mouse button. One of the things that you'll also notice is that I'm not moving when I'm attacking. I have to stop attacking to move, which I wasn't overly fond of. I did like kind of the weight and the sound effects of the Lance of Faith. I thought that it worked out really well, and you'll notice that is that circle around the mob there is my Astral Seal. It will heal myself and allies who attack my target. That is bound to my right mouse button. So continuing on with the combat here, you'll get an idea there. I've got a companion. He's my little tank, but I tend to kill things here. I'm a little over-leveled for this section. The Cleric was a little overpowered in this particular build, and that's expounded by the fact that, yeah, I'm kind of over-leveled for this. That was my Sunburst, my AoE attack, which damages foes, or will also heal allies and myself around the area. I think that's 25 feet on that one, so that's a lot of fun to use. I'm also going to use my Chains of Blazing Light skill here coming up right there, which is an AoE, damages them and holds them in place. Bigger guy come up here, Astral Seal on him, attack. You'll notice I'm getting healed as I am attacking him. I've also got my Healing Words skill on E right now, which is a self-heal or targeted heal if I aim at someone, which is a little bit of a challenge, but we will talk about that in just a little bit. So I wanted to show you a sort of a complete fight here. We're coming up on a group. There's a couple of clerics in this particular group, so we'll jump in. We're all attacking away. A couple of the clerics are using their daily powers. You'll see the Flame Strike, which I'll show you in a little bit. I used my Sunburst there again for some heals. We've got a lot of mobs, so that's good. We hit the group of mobs with the AoE damage, but also AoE heal in there. You'll notice once again, though, that all the clerics, we gotta stand still when we're attacking because we can't do anything else. We can't move while we're attacking. There is one attack that allows you to move it, but I'll talk about that in just a little bit as well. As we go around, it is a frustration as you're trying to go through. Now, there is a dodge, which you'll see throughout this video, which is either a double tap or a shift in a direction, which does allow you to move in a specific direction. And I do believe I've got a shot with a dodge coming up right here. So as I go out of there, you'll see me dodge back, and there we go. So we're attacking the mob. I'm using the Astral Seal, using my main attack, healing myself and my party as we're going through. Use the dodge again there. So now I've brought this section in here to show you the daily skill. Flame Strike's coming up right here. You'll see me target the ground. At first I used the Searing Light, but then there is the Flame Strike. And it's quite powerful. If you center it just right, you can pick up some of the weaker mobs and then have them drop back down. So we're going to show you a boss fight here. And this is where some of the frustrations with the healing system started to come through. You'll notice on the left there is a bar with some little pips on the left there. Now when I use a skill called Channel Divinity, that will change blue, and I'll talk about that in a second. But when you've got this many mobs, standing still just is a pain in the butt. So we're trying to heal, go through all of the AoE attacks that the mobs are putting out, or hitting a group of people. So You'll see the astral seals out everywhere as the clerics try to get players healed through this fight. Now, right up here, I changed to Channel Divinity. You'll see the bar on the left goes blue in a second here. And I try to heal our little rogue in this party because he's starting to get his health down. So I came up here, used the AoE. That wasn't quite enough. So I backed up, changed to Channel Divinity, and I'm going to try to target that little rogue to try and heal him. I tried to use the healing words first, but that didn't work. So I'm changing here. I'm trying to target him. Nope, got the wrong person. Ah, crap. Okay, so I'll try again. Oh, nope, still the wrong person. And you see in a group like that, it's hard to get it. Oh, just 2 of them. Oh, still the wrong person. There you go. Finally, it took that much time to finally target the right person. So I could see this being a huge frustration in the game for healing. So here we've got our skills, both the encounter powers in the middle, dailies on the left, and your at-wills and class on the right. Those are just drag and drop down at the bar below if you want to use them. And then we have our feats, which is really where you start to customize your class. On the left there, you'll notice I've put some points in already. And as you put more points in, that little colored section right there will start to move to the right to show you how far you've progressed. And you can't add any points to the area that's not colored in like that. So you really have to spend some points in some areas that you don't want to be able to move that forward. Now, the Paragon trees on the far right are an area in which you start to customize your character. There's 3 different Paragon trees for the Devout Cleric, and those are Virtuous, Faithful, and the Righteous Cleric at the bottom. Each of those has their own tree, which we're going to take a look at right now. Or in a second. There we go. And each one has a power. I'll just tell you a little bit about the end cap powers so that you understand that. The Virtuous Cleric has Cycle of Change. For every critical heal, you gain a percentage damage bonus to encounters up to 9%. Using an encounter skill expends this stack. The Faithful have Greater Divine Power, adds a 4th pip to Divine Power. And the Righteous has Sovereign Justice. Attacks against you have a 30% chance to heal you and allies within 25 feet. Can happen once every 15 seconds. So you can see there's 1 damage tree, 1 healing tree, and 1 survivability tree. Something for every player to really dig into and find a particular playstyle that they like. Overall, you can mix and match a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that players are going to do the typical min-max thing, find the perfect build and go through, and there only be 1 particular build for each of those trees. So overall, I think the Cleric is a fun class to play. It's a little annoying to have to be rooted so much when you're fighting, and it would be nice to be able to move when attacking. The dodge skill was pretty responsive, so you can move out of AoEs, but it still didn't quite make up for the fact that I was stuck all the time. The targeted heal issues are also going to be another thing that I'm going to have to get used to, and I think a little bit more playtime in the game is going to give me a better idea whether this is a fatal flaw in the Cleric class or whether this is something that I'm going to be able to work through. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Don't forget to check out MMOreporter.com for all your favorite podcasts and of course more videos on Neverwinter.